Hey guys, Julian here with another anime review. Okay, serious talk now. Why do you do all those wacky things in our videos? Just because. You know that's not an answer, right? It may not be a good answer, but it is an anime, which you love to review, so go review it. Just because it's an anime doesn't automatically mean I'm going to review it. Okay, maybe it does. Alright, fine. Today we're gonna take a look at the anime Just Because. In their final year of high school, not much has changed for Haruto, Mito, and Hazuki. That is until Haruto's old friend Eita moves back into town, and things begin to change. It's a short anime containing only about 12 episodes to tell their end of high school story, but I really do love how these characters just needed that little push to set off a chain of events that would ultimately change their lives. This anime sees these characters figuring out love, crushes, how to tell their crushes, and how to figure out life in general. I mean, leaving it up to skill to determine things was definitely interesting. I mean, come on. You have to admit, seeing Haruto and Eita pitching and batting with each other was really something to behold. I mean, saying that if they hit a home run, they will confess their love, it was inspiring just to see them work so hard. They weren't just leaving it up to fate whether they were gonna confess or not. They were actually putting in their hard work and determination, and that would carry them through. And only then when they hit that home run would they finally be confident enough to confess their love. I mean, damn, that is some true commitment and dedication right there. I mean, all that hard work, it's gotta pay off somehow. You know, I actually haven't heard you actually say something that genuine, but yeah, I actually completely agree with it. The town as well has such a nice scenery, just because it takes place in, or at least is modeled after, the Kanagawa prefecture, specifically in the Kamakura and surrounding areas, just south of Tokyo. The monorail is called the Shonan Monorail, and serves 6 stops in between Ofuna and Shonan Enoshima Station. There is a clip talking about the real-life places in the anime. Unfortunately, I actually can't find this clip anywhere. There was an actual interview with a bunch of the voice actors, and they got to actually ride the monorail. I don't remember where I saw this. This actually could be on the anime disc, but at the time of filming, I wasn't able to double check. So I actually don't remember where I found it, to be honest. I wasn't able to find the article. But it is actually modeled after the monorail. That is confirmed, so we do know that for fact. You know, speaking about another cool fact, is that the animation team actually worked really closely with Canon, the manufacturer of the protagonist's cameras and lenses, to ensure the correctness of every detail. The Canon products that actually appear in the anime are the DSLR EOS 7D Mark II, lenses EF100 to 400 millimeters, the f4.5 to 5.6 lens, 2 USM, mirrorless EOS M6, and the premium compact PowerShot G5X. I think it is really cool to see that they actually went out of their way to work with a real-life manufacturer just to get these little details down and make it really precise in the anime. I think it is amazing and a true dedication to their work. Alright guys, it's time for Romance Corner, of course, and we're going to be talking about the 2 mainstay couples with a bit of the love triangle. First up, we got Ayta and Meo. God, this one took forever to take place in the series, but that was because Mio had to get over her crush on Haruto. Because Haruto actually ends up having a crush on somebody else, which we'll talk about later. So once Mio had finally dealt with her feelings for Haruto, Eita could finally come through with his feelings. And unfortunately, Eita waits till the absolute last minute. I mean, he also does some sweet gestures by actually applying to Miho's university. And at the end of the anime, spoiler alert, he does end up confessing to her, and she says about time. So kind of hinting at that they actually do go out during their college university time. But Eita had always had that secret crush on Mio from such a young age, and it was just finally nice to see that finally happen, that he stood up for himself. And again, it comes back to being able to hit that home run and go out there and be confident. It was really great to see. The second couple obviously is Haruto and Hazuki. Haruto has this huge crush on her and has always had that when he first saw her at a baseball game playing her trumpet. And I think that's really sweet of him, and again, same thing. Gotta hit that home run, and till he does, he can't ask her out. Unfortunately, when he first asks her out, she straight up rejects him, saying, I'm going to be too busy, I'm moving away for university, we just can't make this work. And it was heartbreaking, I'm not gonna lie. But Hazuki does think it over some more and decides to kind of give it an actual shot, saying, look, if you still have feelings for me and you're willing to wait for me to come back, I'm willing to make this work. And that's what love is all about, is how far are you willing to make things work. And it was just nice to see that these two couples overcame a lot to just be with one another. So, being in a romance anime and all, I think it did a really great job with this. Alright guys, it's time for the 3 reasons why you should be watching this anime. Number 1, it's a high school love, and a pretty good realistic one. I mean, if you're into high school romances, this is definitely up your alley, because that's its complete and only main focus of this series. So it does a really sweet job kind of tying all the loose ends together and basically showing you guys how two couples kind of come together, which I think they did pretty well. Number 2, it's slice of life. It's got a whole realm of realism to it. I mean, it's not completely bone-fetched far out there in this like romantic fantasy or completely unrealistic in expectations. No, they did actually a really nice job keeping it very down to earth, very real in terms of how these characters were feeling, what they were going through, doing their dates, doing high school, dealing with entrance exams, showing just how genuinely each of them cares for one another. They did a very nice job, and the setting definitely helped bring it more together. And number 3. Hold up, did you actually put that in the script? Seriously? Is that the best? Fine. Number 3 is just because. Like, just go out, watch it. I promise you, you will enjoy it. If this is obviously your type, if you don't like romances and slice of life, then this may not be for you, but it is one heck of an anime that kind of leaves you an awestruck, and I think they did a phenomenal job capturing the setting, the cameras, the romance. They did a fantastic job, so just because, go out and watch it. You know what? This was a very wholesome anime. Like, it's nice to see that there are these types of animes out there, and the ending was at least complete enough where we kind of got to see everyone kind of wrapped up. I mean, yeah, we didn't get to see them forward in the future, but, you know, it concluded the story nicely. Like, we weren't completely left like, oh my god, what's gonna happen to them, right? Like, it was nice. While I do agree with a lot that you've said today, which is quite shocking for once, you know what? I think we should end this video off on that high note, so thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care and stay safe out there, guys. And like we said, stay tuned for our next video. Well, even though love is complicated at times, it's nice to know that at least we'll all kind of find someone out there for us. You know, even though it doesn't quite seem like it all the time, because you've lost hope, it doesn't mean you should give up. Just because it's not working out now doesn't mean down the line you might not find that somebody. Or maybe give it time. Just because they don't see you today that way doesn't mean they won't down the line.